edge of the mat this evening. So with your feet hips width apart, just a couple of plank walkouts to warm the body up. So sliding the hands down the legs, just walk out into a plank and then slowly pull it back up. Not with any particular breath, just slide down the legs, have a deep bend in the knees, just be kind to your lower back. Keep it going, a couple more, go at your own pace in your own time. Just checking with your body, seeing how strong or not strong you're feeling. And then the next time when you come out into that plank, just drop down onto your knees. From here, kneeling position, keep the toes tucked under, just a little up and down. I don't know if you can see, all I'm doing is lifting the knees an inch and back down, an inch and back down. So it's, I think they call it kind of active cat. Just a little bit of strength work, press into the hands and back off. One more. And then drop it down, release the feet and do a few circles for me. So get nice and fluid with these movements. You can get into the breath, inhale to come forwards, exhale to pull it back. Okay, now after this one, you're going to meet back in the middle, go back to active cat, so tuck the toes under, just lift up and back down. The knees are coming up an inch, down an inch. Back to the floor each time. Do one more. Drop it down, release the feet, and then circle the other way. Get those circles going as big as possible. Kind of wriggle out all the tightness and tension that might have built up in your lower back, especially over the course of the day or the week. Again, go with breath. Inhale forwards, exhale, pull it back. Let's make this the last one, and then meet back in the middle. One more round of active cat, so tucking the toes, the knees lift up and back down. Keep the lift through the belly as you go. Wonderful, one more. And drop it down, perfect. Now take the right foot to the outside edge of your right hand. Angle it out slightly, and then find a gentle rock forwards and backwards. I know it's going to feel tight in the hamstrings, but just see how far you can go and really get into the breath with this one. Inhale forwards, exhale, pull it back. Don't worry about how far you go. Remember, you're just warming up initially, giving your body time to open up. And then when you're coming all the way forwards, just stay there. So the knee is going over the ankle. Try and keep that front foot flat. And hang out here in a little bit of a lunge. Feel as if you're kind of going with the pull of gravity. Let the body sink down into the stretch. And you should get the stretch on the front of the left hip flexor. Soften your jaw, really long exhale. Sink with that out breath. One more. And then when you pull it back, you're going to feel the hamstring stretch. So you can take the hands either side of that front foot now, ease back with that right hip and see how that feels on the underside of the right leg. If it feels good, creep the fingertips forwards a little. Still this feeling of length in your spine. Focus on the breath. One more. And then forwards we go. Perfect. Draw that right leg back and then the left side. Left foot to the outside edge of the left hand, angle it out slightly, kind of 11 o'clock-ish, and then you're forwards and backwards here again. Inhale forwards, exhale, pull it back. And just take the time to notice how your body's feeling and how with each breath the body starts to open up a bit more and how much better the movements feel. When you relax into your nervous system, the gripping sensation in the muscles softens and you ease into the movement and the posture. Next time you come forwards, let's stay here. So again, the knee is going over the ankle. You can see that there. And now you've got the stretch in the front of the right hip. You can relax into it as much as you can, breathe. Really lengthen out your out breath. Soften the jaw. Get into your body, get into being here. And let's make this the last breath on this side before you then pull it back. Hamstring stretch. Pull up the toes of that front foot if you can, and then just angle the hands out to the either side of that front foot. I like to stay up on the fingertips to create this space around the chest so we're not slumping. Almost feeling a little bit like you do an upward facing dog. The heart is reaching out. Stay with the breath. And the left hip, try and scooch it in and press it back. Don't let it pop out to the side. One more breath, feel that there. Perfect, and then the hands come inside, step back with that left knee, and from here we're going to build it up into plank, holding it for 5 breaths. So tuck those toes, tight, straight body for 5 counts. 1, to engage the thigh muscles, breathe. 2, making a thumbprint with the thumbs, really press and engage. 3, crown of your head forwards. 4, and 5, fabulous. Let's lower. We'll do a little inhale to lift, and a child's pose now. Settle back down. Try and keep it active though. Forearms off the mat. 5 breaths. 1. Deep breaths into the back. Inflate there. Breathing. 2. 3. All the muscles in your face relaxed. Breathing. 4. And 5, perfect. Come up and we'll find our way into downward facing dog. So touching the toes. You've got your little march on the spot. Bending one leg, straightening up the other. Give your head a good shake down. We tend to hold quite a bit of tension around the neck and shoulders. So jiggle the head around, relax there. And then we'll stay with right leg straight, left leg deeply bent. Elongate your spine. We'll go 5 breaths. 1. Breathing. 2. Keep pulling up through your belly. 3. 4. And 5. Now push it forwards and lower down into an active cat, but keep the knees lifted for 5. 1. So the knees are an inch off the floor. 2. 3. Good. Keep breathing. 4. 5. Down dog. Now straighten out the left leg and bend the right. 5 breaths. 1. Pull up the belly. 2. Engage the thumbs, pressing down. 3. Keep hips pressing up and back as you breathe. 4. And 5. Good. Push it forwards. Active cat again. So knees an inch off the mat. 1. Got that right angle in the legs. 2. Keep breathing. 3. Good. Hover. Feel it. 4. And 5. And then back to down dog, but keep that generous bend in the knees. Down dog with bent legs for 5. 1. Really good. Deep breath in and out through the nose. 2. And if you need a big sigh, let it go on the out breath. Open the mouth. 3. Scoop up the belly as you breathe. 4. So really lift navel to spine. And 5. Then look forward between the hands and step to that place. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, just fold it down. You're going to hang out here for a few breaths. Back to the hands can come to the floor. Whatever works for you, but just try and find softness in your body. A sense of surrender. And on that out breath, you just let something go. Whatever's holding you tight, whatever feels tense, breathe it out. Breathe here. Relax your toes, relax your face. You can have a little sway. A little rock forwards and backwards. And then just slowly peel yourself all the way back up. Take your time. Stacking your spine. And just give your shoulders a lovely roll back from here. Scrunch on that inhale. Drop down, release on the exhale. 2 more. So you feel this space across your heart, your chest, and release. Perfect. Hopefully you're towards the front edge of the mat. And let's meet here. Feet together, hands at your heart. Let's do a couple of sun salutations. So from here, when you're ready, just inhale, rise up, arch back if you feel like it. Then exhale, the swallow dive takes you all the way down to the floor. Inhale, looking ahead, step it back, and we'll keep moving. So exhale to lower, 3 chaturanga if you're feeling stronger. Inhale for your up dog, knees are lifted, and then you've got your downward facing dog. So set the down dog, spread the fingers, and take 5 breaths. Breathe 1. Get into your body. Breathing 2, noticing how your body's feeling. 3, soft gaze back towards the feet as you breathe. 4, and 5, inhale, hop or step those feet forward, look up. Exhale, all that breath out, head to legs. And then inhale, rise up. Find that lightness, that lift. And hands to your heart. Exhale. Great, let's go again. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, dive it down, head to legs. Inhale, long spine. Then step or jump it back. Exhale as you lower. Rise with that inhale, peel your shoulders back. And then glide on back, downward facing dog. So I always look at my hands, make sure I'm spreading the fingers. You might want to do the same. Engage down through the thumbs, then look back to the feet as you breathe. 1. Making sure they're hips width and parallel, breathing. 2. If the legs are feeling flexible, you might want to pull up through the kneecaps, pull up the front of your thighs as you breathe. 4. To get that stretch through the whole back body. And 5. Inhale, step it forwards. Exhale, head to legs. Inhale as you rise up. And hands quietly down. Great, let's do 1 more. So when you're ready, inhale. Take it down, hands to the floor or to the shins. Inhale, looking up. Step or jump. Take your time, lower. Breathing in, up dog. Really lift the heart. And then scoop on back, downward facing dog. If your legs are tight, remember, have a lovely big bend in the knees. Either way, long spine, breathe. 1. The length of your spine is your primary focus here as you breathe. 2. Keep inflating the back. Lower back rib cage, move, find movement there, breathing. 3. 4, really good. Last breath. And 5, we're going to inhale, step or jump it forwards. Exhale, head to legs. Inhale as you rise up. And hands to heart. Exhale. Perfect. Just step out to face the screen here. So we'll do a couple of circular movements, keeping it simple. Toes turned inwards, hook your thumbs. Just a simple movement there above the head. Take an in-breath, long spine, and exhale down to the right. Inhale. Sweep up and to the left. So keep this going with your breath and seeing how far forwards you can go on that exhale and how far back you can roll on that inhale. So you're working into the side waist. We'll do a couple more. And let the movements be as fluid and free-flowing as possible. That includes the head, let it feel heavy. Last one in this direction. Perfect, meet in the middle, just get your focus. Okay, and then we'll go the other way. So inhale, get tall. Exhale, come down to the left. And inhale, roll open to the right. Just feel like you're making these circles bigger each time you move. Reach through the fingertips. Enjoy the freedom in the waist, around the lower back, pelvis. Do a couple more. Last one. And then just release. Okay, so feet turn out slightly, sort of 11 or 1 o'clock here now. Movement with the breath, just work with me. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. And as you exhale, bend the knees, come down. You do a little double bounce before you inhale, come back up. Exhale, we're coming down, little double bounce, inhale, back up. That's perfect. And when you're pressing out of it, press down through the middle of the foot. So try and feel really stable You're not rocking on the heel or the toes. And again, let the movements be fluid. With breath, inhale to pull you up. Exhale releases you down. And each time you come down, let's go a little bit deeper. Deeper into that squat. Sink the tailbone down. Should start feeling it in the thighs. Find the discipline to keep going, the discipline to stay strong. But there's lightness and freedom and flexibility in the upper half of your body. 2 more. Last one. And then from here, release the arms down, bring them to your heart space and just sink down into a squat. If you've got a view of yourself, try and create 90 degrees in the legs there. And really press your palms together for 5. 1, toes are soft. 2, shoulders relaxed. 3, really good, feel it, stay strong and focused. 4 and 5, reach up and release. Perfect, keep your right foot turned out now. Left toes turn in for triangle. So when you're ready, inhale, float the arms, nice and steady. Just glide down over your right leg. Hinge at the pelvis. Left arm straight up. 5 counts. 1. Elongating the spine as you work. 2. So both sides of the waist stay long. Don't pinch that right side. 3. Stay with the breath. Feel it. Notice it. 4. And 5. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Let's turn out to face the left. Same thing. Inhale, triangle pose. Reach out before you come down. So this whole left side stays really long. Left hip pressing to the right foot. Enjoy the pose here. 1. Turning your gaze, looking all the way up the arm to the thumb. 2. How's that breath? Is it filling in all directions in the chest there? 3. I hope so. Keep breathing deeply. 4. And 5. Inhale, pull yourself up. Perfect. Let's keep the arms up. Turn the feet out to the right. We're going to go wider here. Moving with the breath into warrior 2. So inhale to begin, and then exhale, lunge. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, lunge. We're going to repeat this a few times, just finding that dynamic movement with the breath. Nothing too complicated. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, lunge. Good. Let's do 1 more. And then on this one, I'd like you to hold it. So you find the warrior 2 pose. If you can clock your own posture in the screen there, you want 90 degrees in the right leg. Gaze to the right middle finger. 1. Soften through the shoulders. 2. Tailbone scooping under as you breathe. 3. Stay focused and strong. Breathing. 4. And 5. Brilliant. Keep the arms up. Power up through the legs, turn out to the left. Should be the right distance. Inhale, then exhale, you lunge. Up and down with the arms as well. Find that rhythm. Inhale, straight legs, arms come up. Exhale, we go down. Perfect. Really good. Just get into your body. You might need to go a little bit wider on this side if you've got a bit more flexibility. Simple movements with breath. And then find your warrior 2. Gaze to the left middle finger now and breathe. 1. So remember, every pose has a drishti, a gazing point, to help you stay in the moment. Mind not drifting off, thinking. 3. So keep looking at that middle finger. 4. How's the breath? And 5. Inhale, come up. Let's just relax the legs on this, the arms. Turn out to face the right. We'll come down again here. But this time, side angle pose. So right forearm to the thigh, work the knee wide to the side. Now this top arm, take it up and wrap it around the body. So you get this feeling of that top shoulder pulling back, open in the chest. And if you can, you hook it towards that right thigh. If not, you just go as far as you can. Try and wrap it round, get that lovely diagonal line through the spine. Breathe. 1. Reach out through the crown of your head. 2. And turn your chest to face the ceiling as you breathe. 3. And your belly button. Get the rotation there as you breathe. 4. Press into the back foot. And 5. Great. Pull yourself up. Just float the arms up on that in-breath. And then exhale down the other side. So gently resting the forearm on that left thigh, left knee, right arm up, wrap it round. Really enjoy that stretch across the chest, the front body. Breathing 1. Pressing out through the crown of your head as you breathe 2. Working the left knee wide as you breathe 3. Can you lunge a little deeper? 4. Fill the lungs. And 5. Wonderful. Pull yourself back up. Then relax the arms. We're going to go out to the right. Drop down onto that left knee, here. And take that knee, front knee, over the front ankle. A little bit like we did in the very beginning, but this time keep both hands on top of that thigh and gently lunge into it a little bit more here now. So a little bit of pressure. But keep the chest lifted, keep the shoulders back and down. And from here, we're going to come into our twist. I'm just going to switch legs so you can see. You're going to bring your left arm across the other side of the right knee, and then palms press. So revolve side angle pose. If you know you've got more in you, you can split the arms like that. And then you can also look at the leg, tuck the back toes, and lift the back knee. So we're doing this on the right side. See how that works for you, and take 5 breaths. 1. Keep the gaze down if you feel a bit wobbly. 2. Breathing 3, pressing forward to the crown of the head as you breathe. 4, and if you can, that left heel presses away. And 5. Okay, release those hands down, and then we're going to kind of crawl around across, all the way over to the left side. Drop onto the right knee, release that back foot, and as you come up, the hands are just gently resting here, and then a little bit of pressure comes down through the hands. Press the hands to lift the chest, shoulders soft, connect to the breath. See if you can press the right hip forwards a little bit more, and then we're wrapping around. So right arm now comes around the other side of the left knee, to the shoulder if you can, palms press, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee if you want more. Let's take 5 breaths. 1, but keep lunging that left knee forwards. 2, and the left knee out to the left side. 3, to get more of the twist. 4, and 5. Perfect. Release those hands down. Just kind of crawl them back into the middle here and meet me here. So toes turned in. Just take the hands onto the ankles. If you can't reach, just bend the knees. Straddle forward bend, but inhale, look up first. And then exhale, bend the elbows and squeeze the body down. You should feel so good in the back body. 5 counts. 1. Crown of the head pressing down as you breathe. 2. Scoop up through your belly, breathing. 3. Good, just keep working. Last 2 breaths. 4. And 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands catch the waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Find a back bend, arch your back. And then exhale, release. Inhale, float the arms. We've got a couple more. Exhale, catch the waist again. Inhale, looking up. Coming down, bend the knees if you need to. And then first 2 fingers. Grab a hold of the big toes. Palms face in. Inhale, look towards me. And then exhale, squeezing down again. 5 breaths. 1. Each time you come into it, so you can go a little deeper. 2. And you draw the shoulders up to the ceiling, not down to the ears. 3. Elbows wide. Really good. 4. So your last breath, maximize. And 5. Inhale, look towards me. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, coming all the way up. Find a lovely big back bend there. Pelvis forwards, heart lifts. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, catch the hands behind the back. Inhale, look up, broad through your chest. And then bend the knees, hinge at the pelvis, forward bend again, arms overhead. 5 rounds of breath. 1. Long exhale, finally release through your shoulders. 2. Don't force, just let go on the out breath. 3. Toes soft. 4. And 5. Bend the knees to inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Little back bend. And release. Inhale, float the arms. And then we'll meet feet together at the front of the mat. Really good, well done. Okay, let's find our balance from here. So you can still face front, but we're going to work with the right leg. Hold on to the right knee. Those of you that like the challenge, those first 2 fingers, remember, grab a hold of that right big toe. And if you're holding on to the toe, use the toe to hook the fingers. So not just the fingers that are gripping the toe hooks the fingers. I hope that makes sense. And then you can extend the leg out, chest lifts. Let's go for 3 breaths. 1. See if you can keep the shoulders in line. Right shoulder pulling back. 2. And 3. Good. Out to the side we go. Again, 3 breaths. 1. Staying focused. 2. Whether you've got the knee or the foot, it's really good. 1 more breath. Perfect. Back to center. Hold that leg out by itself. Press the heel towards me and breathe. 1. Keep your chest lifted. 2. Excellent. And 3. Release it down. Other side. So when you're ready, hold the knee or hook the toe. Try not to be pulled forwards by the leg. Keep the spine vertical. Extend the leg. Let's breathe. 3 counts. Breathing. 1. Chest lifts. Breathe. 2. And 3. Out to the side. Focus and breathe. 1. Find that hip opener. Breathe. 2. Lift your chest. And 3. Back to center. Focus. Last one. 3 counts. 1. Really good. 2. Lift the chest. And 3. Release. Excellent. Let's find tree pose. A little bit more simple. Right leg coming up. Go wherever feels good for you, but ultimately we're trying to get to the top of the left thigh. Take those arms out, soften in the shoulders, and then arms come above the head. So you can either have palms together or hands apart, but I want you to really focus on keeping your shoulders down. And if you want more challenge, all you have to do is just raise your gaze and look up to your thumbs. Either way, let's go for 3 counts. 1. Staying focused and relaxed, breathing. 2. And 3. Slowly coming down any which way that works for you. And then nice and simply over to the other side. Just being aware of all the little movements that right foot is doing now to keep the balance. Working all the little muscles, developing the strength of the ankle and the foot. Set your pose, find the breath, and take 3 counts, breathing. 1. Exhale, squeeze your belly. 2. Inhale, fill your chest. And 3. Good. Take it down and release. Feet at the front, let's flow to the floor from here. So everybody, hands at your heart space. Inhale, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, take it down, hands to the floor. Inhale, look ahead. Just going to hold the plank pose. Build up some strength here. 5 breaths. 1, you can have a little bob back and forth if you want. 2, but keep the lift around the shoulder blades, no sinking there. 3. Breathing. 4, good, really pull up on your thighs. And 5, lower. Take an in-breath before you find child's pose. So sit back, creep the fingers forward. If you want a down dog, have another down dog here. But either way, take 5 rounds of breath, breathing. 1. Time to check in. Notice how your body's feeling. 2. Notice how your breath's feeling as you breathe. 3. Keep filling into the back body with the breath, the lower back ribs, breathing. 4. And 5. Either way, wherever you're at, come to seated. Cross the legs out in front, or just simply swing round. Okay, so let's forward bend from here. Pull the flesh out from under the sit bones, that's really important, so you can get rooted through there, and you can feel a forward kind of tilt of the pelvis. In fact, let's take the hands onto the kind of the hip joints here, the pelvic rim, and then tilt the pelvis forwards as if it's a big bowl, mixing bowl of water that you're tipping out the front, and then tilt it back as if the water's going backwards, and just find that rock forwards and backwards. And come to a place where you feel you can nudge it forwards. You might even have to have a little bend in the knees to create that movement, but that's the angle, a forward motion rather than tipping backward motion. And from there, keep the length in the spine as you inhale, rise up. We'll move a few times to come into an exhale, forward fold. And then again, inhale, rise up. So the movement comes from your pelvis. Nudge it forwards, 2, once more, and 3. So stay where you are here, everybody. Inhale, let your spine lengthen, and exhale, ease it down. Find your breath. Relax your shoulders. Keep moving forwards every exhale. Enjoy the stretch through the whole back body. One more. Slowly pull yourself up. Do a little back bend, tabletop. Hands behind you, fingers forwards. Then feet flat, knees bent. When you're ready, just throw those hips up. Try and keep the chest lifted, not sort of concaving in. Drive the hips high, gaze to the ceiling for 5. 1. Pressing down into your thumbs. 2. Keep the hips lifted. 3. Really good. 4. And 5. Drop it down. Going to forward bend again. Legs out in front. See if you can find that forward tilt of the pelvis. And go a little deeper this time. Inhale. We'll move straight into it. Maybe first 2 fingers around the big toes. Or you might get around the sides of the feet. Either way, inhale, lengthen, exhale, coming forwards. Move with the breath. Feel the kind of buoyancy of the posture with the breathing there. 3 more rounds. Pressing up through the heels, pull the toes towards you. 1 more breath. And then inhale, slowly coming up. So you can either repeat tabletop or Purvottanasana, so a little bit stronger way. The legs are straight, toes point. Hands behind you, fingers forwards. And then when you're ready, you just lift those hips up, press down through the thumbs, breathe. 1. Keep it strong and focus. 2. Hips lift. 3. Chest lifts. 4. And 5, release. Okay, great. Let's cross the legs. Do a little jump back. Hands down. Any which way you can, back to plank, exhale to lower. Breathe in for that up dog, stretch the front body, down dog, stretch the back body, and then come through seated from here. Great, let's do our twist from here now. We're going to bring the right leg up, but just step it into the thigh. We're not crossing it over the body here now. And again, try and find that forward tilt of the pelvis. It's so easy to get into the slump. You want to encourage the body into that forward tilt, nudge it forwards, keep the lift in the lower back, and then find your twist. So left arm comes the other side of the knee, gazing over your right shoulder, and then work with your breath. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. You find a way that works for you to encourage yourself into the twist. Taking the gaze further always helps. Let's do 3 more breaths here. Breathing 3, 4. Good. Keep pressing into that back hand to nudge you forwards. And 5. Brilliant. Look forwards and release. Other side. Left leg coming in. Really tuck it in as close to the body, as close to the right thigh as possible. Forward tilt your pelvis. Once again, right arm comes around. Gazing over your left shoulder, so squeeze the belly in out the way, nice tight twist and breathe. 1. Shoulders relaxed as you breathe. 2. How's the breath? Just see if you can slow it right down. 3. Breathing. 4. Really good. Last one, make it count. And 5. Look forwards. and release. Okay, let's jump it back again, cross the legs. Hands down, step or jump. Exhale to the floor or chaturanga. Inhale, you find your up dog. Exhale, you find your down dog. And then come back through seated. So from here, slightly different forward fold. I'm going to turn to face you, still with the right leg to begin, but take it out about sort of hand or so. You want the shin to be vertical, so you don't want it looking like that. So the shin is vertical, ankle to knee. Left hand is on the floor. Now reach your right arm up and then try and take it forward as if you're going to hold on to that foot. You might get the ankle, you might get the shin, but see if you can get the foot. Take an in-breath to lengthen and then exhale, try and draw your upper body down over that straight left leg. So this is just a kind of preparation place. A couple of breaths here. This might be enough for you. If you want more, I'm going to spin so you can see. You take this right arm around the shin and you rotate the shoulder, the elbow and the wrist to get the arm behind you, and the left arm comes behind. You might grab your t-shirt, you might grab hands, and you inhale, lengthen the upper body, exhale, take it forwards. And we're working here with the chin towards the shin. Don't worry about how far you go. Try and find the forward movement in the pelvis. Couple of breaths. Keep reaching out with your chin and contract your belly to go deeper. One more breath. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Good, it's a little bit hard to breathe in that one. So let's try it on the left side. So remember, the shin is vertical, heel really close into your body. Left arm comes up inside of that left leg and then reach it forward. So I use quite a lot of pressure in this right hand to really nudge the body forwards to get the hand towards the foot and the shoulder beyond that left knee. Couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, wrap this left arm around. You might just want to try it, see how it feels. It might not feel great when you come back to here. Either way, everybody can sit tall on the inhale, and then exhale, you come forwards and down. You don't have to go very far to feel it. Try and maintain the breath. Looking towards that front big toe, remember the drishti, the gazing point. Last breath. Then inhale, you look up. Exhale to release. Great, let's do our jump back again. So crossing the legs, hands down, finding plank, exhale to lower, breathing in for up dog, breathing out for down dog, and then come through to seated. And we can lower down from here. So just take your time. We're going to have the legs out in front, but working with the breath back and forth. So inhale to reach out, and then exhale to pull it back. You go like this at your own pace in your own time. And every time you're going back, I really want you to squeeze at the pelvic floor, squeeze down through your belly, looking up slightly. The next time you come back, you hold it where you feel it. 3 breaths, 1, 2, 3, back up, good, go again. This time hold it 4 breaths, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And last one, 5 breaths, hold it where you feel it and breathe 1, 2, 3, good, squeeze the belly, 4, 5, back up, good, and then slowly lower, take your time, all the way to the mat, lengthen, put your toes, spread your fingers. Then you can take the hands together in a fist, turn your palms away, press your heels away, and then bring those legs up, nice and tight up into your chest, and have a little roll around. You can loosen the grip, do a few circles of the knees, take them the other way. And still with a bit of core work here now. You're going to take those legs straight up to the ceiling or as straight as you can go. And your arms are reaching up towards the legs And all you're trying to do is just reach the fingertips up towards the ankles. So you squeeze up and back down. Okay, once we've got that, we're going to try and do 10. 1, 2, 3, reach, 4, really good. 5, keep going. 6, 7, 8, slide up to the ankle. 9, really good. 10, release. Hug those knees in, have a little roll around. Okay, one more variation now. The arms are alongside the body, legs are straight up to the ceiling, and you're trying to press into the hands to lift the hips. There might be a bit of a kind of a rocking sensation, but see if you can just nudge the hips up off the mat. They might come a couple of inches. Let's go. 10, 1, you might go a bit higher. 2, but press into the hands. 3, to get the lift. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, well done. Last 2, 9, lift. 10, great. Hug the knees, have a little roll around. And then you can stretch out the belly with a lovely big back bend, bridge pose. So heels stuck into the body, just drive the hips up, bring the arms underneath, interlace fingers. Squeeze the palms together and find your 5 deep breaths from here. 1, toes soft, remember. 2, hips are lifted, breathing. 3, squeezing palms together. 4, and 5, drop it down, knees in, soften into the lower back before we're ready to go again. If you want to put a wheel pose in, if you're feeling like that this evening, go for it. Otherwise, bridge pose, another variation, you can reach down to your ankles. So when you're ready, coming up, focus on the breath, breathing. 1, good deep quality breaths here, breathing. 2, feeling energized with the back bends. 3, heart open, fill the lungs. 4, last breath, and 5, release it down. Fantastic. Put the knees in. And then release feet to the floor. So from here, I want the feet to go beyond the width of the mat. And then let the knees bob inward. So this is an inward rotation of the hip joint. And you can kind of bob the knees one and then the other, just a little bit to begin with. Just be careful of how it feels on the knees, through the hips. Soles of the feet are opened up out to the side. The feet aren't flat on the floor. And there might be a little bit of a kind of a twisty action going on. Don't go to any pain, just go to where you feel it, kind of wriggling out any tightness in the hips. And then come to a still place where the knees drop in and down, the soles of the feet pop out, and you're going with the pull of gravity. You're not forcing, you're just letting the knees feel heavy. And there should be a kind of broadening sensation across the lower back. Find your breath, relax into it. Starting to kind of slow and wind things down now. One more breath. Okay, and then bring the knees together, shuffle the feet in, heel toe, feet together, then find a butterfly pose with the knees open wide here. Relaxing the upper body back down. You can kind of bob them a little bit, or I like just to let them hang here. Again, you're going with the pull of gravity. Find a long exhale. With a slow breath, relaxing your nervous system. So you're soothing the nerves, and then they feel more relaxed around the muscle. And then you can get deeper into the pose. Just enjoy it. We'll take a couple more breaths. Last one. Okay, and then bring those knees in. Close those hips up. Squeeze in quite a tight little ball here. And then any which way that works for you, we're going to come up to seated. You can either have the legs up straight, you can rock, but make your way up to a seated position at the front of the mat. Find a forward fold, inhale, reach up, and then exhale, take it down in a relaxed or active way as you choose, but take your 5 breaths here. 1. Keep inflating your back, breathing. 2. Mind is calm, focused. 3. Breathing. 4. Excellent. Last round of breath. And 5. Inhale, coming up, cross the legs. Do that little jump back for me. Hands down. Nearly there. Just keep it going. Lower. Breathing in. Breathing out for your down dog. And then come through to seated. So at the front edge of your mat, just cross the legs. Right leg in front of left, or you can have right leg on top of leg left for ankle to knee pose. Figure out where you need to be, but either way, come forward with the hands, high up on the fingertips. You take that in breath to lengthen your spine, and your exhale to go a little deeper. Slowly moving with the breathing. Keep listening and noticing the feedback your body gives you. So if it feels tight, you maybe need a longer breath. You might need to hang out a little bit more at that point before you go further. Good, last couple of breaths. Take your time. And then slowly pull yourself back up. Brilliant, switch over. Before you come into it, just notice how it feels on this side compared to the other side. Moving with caution when you've got the knees on the above the ankle, and then take your time to come down here. Jaw relaxed, breath relaxed. Just slow and steady. Last 2 breaths. Should feel it in the outer thigh, hip. Last one. And then slowly coming back up. Brilliant. Cross the legs. Do the non-dominant way. So maybe left in front of right. Hands down. Back to plank. You're going to hold the plank pose and just take 3 breaths. 1. Tight and strong. Breathing. 2. And 3, lower. Find your up dog for 3 breaths. So lift the knees up off the mat. Press your pelvis forwards. 1, let your heart lift. 2, and 3. Then flip on the feet, find your down dog. Last 3 breaths. Press down through the thumbs. Side out through the mouth if you wish. 1. All that stale air from the lungs, let it go. 2. Last 1. And 3. Then any which way you can, step through to seated. And we're done. So lie back, find Shavasana. Get comfortable and warm. And begin to settle in. So when you lay back on your mat, it's always lovely to just take a great big sigh. In through the nose, out through the mouth, or maybe 2 or 3. Just breathing in a way that lets your body know it can relax. Breathing in a way that allows your mind to find a sense of calm and ease. So just settling into your body. It's the feeling you feel maybe after a long day and you just sinking into a really comfortable chair, and you can just let go, or lying back in a comfortable, clean bed. That sense of surrender. See if you can feel that, find that, move towards that place. I know the mind might still be quite busy, quite scattered with your thoughts, thinking, planning, daydreaming. Just see if you can bring the focus to this moment, to your body, to your breath. And just watch and notice every breath with awe and wonder. Each inhale, each exhale. The miracle that it is, the breath flowing in and out of your body, sustaining you. And find a lovely, gentle rhythm to the breathing. Relaxing deeper, just sinking further every breath you take. Time now for your body to soak up all the goodness from the practice. Each and every posture having a different effect on your body, on all levels, hormonal, mental, emotional, physical. So just let your body find the balance that it needs here now. Where there might have been a feeling of stress, there's now a sense of calm. Where you might have felt tired, there's probably, hopefully, an energy to your body. And if you've had a feeling of anxiety, there's a sense of calm. Keep allowing the breath to find the balance that you need. That simple rhythm, that simple flow. Steering your mind and body towards a sense of peace and ease. Continue to move towards that sense of stillness within your body. You're leaving everything that is not yet still completely alone. Keep feeling that sense of rest, as if you're taking a rest within yourself. Not looking for anything external for you to find that peace. That feeling is within you always. Just keep guiding yourself towards that place. The thoughts come, but they also go. Keep letting them go and keep moving to the place of stillness within. Just one last minute breathing here. If you're struggling to keep the focus, choose a part of your body where you're feeling your breath and let your attention alight there. Just keep finding that relaxed sense in your heart, settled in your physical body, and peace in your mind. And so with your focus on your breathing here now, begin to deepen your breath. Breathing in a way that allows you to feel a little bit more awake, more alert, more energized. Bring some movement through your physical body, your toes, your fingers. And then when you're ready and you inhale, raise your arms all the way up and overhead. And stretch your body out here. One last time, find that length through your spine. Really simple stretch, but so wonderful. Bring your knees into your chest. Have a little rock and a roll, hugging in one last time. Before you slowly and quietly make your way up to seated. And from an easy cross-legged position, find a lovely straight spine and a softness in your shoulders, and we'll give the hands a rub together here. So palms together, generate some heat between your palms. That's it, keep going a little bit more vigorously. And then those warm palms, place them over your closed eyes. Just cradling your forehead, relaxing the eye sockets. Then taking your hands just over your face, just kind of rubbing the forehead with the fingertips, as if you're washing your face, of your cheeks, your jaw, across and through your hair, and then all the way down the body. So a little bit of skin brushing if you've got the skin exposed, or rubbing down across your top to your belly, down to your kidneys, and then all the way down the legs. Bring the hands down so that you can massage each foot, get the thumb, rub it up to the sole of the foot there, and give each and every toe a little squeeze. It's kind of stimulating the skin. And then find that cross-legged position again, hands at your heart. We're going to finish with 3 deep breaths. So when you're ready, inhale, raise the arms, big circular motion, looking up. Exhale, the hands come down to your heart. And again, inhale, open up, fill the lungs. Exhale as you release. Last time, one last big breath in, enjoy it. Settling, balanced with your hands in Namaste. And you just bow your head. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Take a moment. The beauty of being in your own home is you can lie back down for Shavasana if you feel the need, or just sit with the feeling at the end of practice. But thank you all, and I shall see you all next week. Have a lovely evening. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.